Welcome to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for March 18th through to the 24th. If you're new to my channel, I look to the side where my calendar is. I get information as I'm doing the video. And so once in a while you'll see me pause and, tune in over in wherever I'm being led. All right, so we'll just journey and do this together, all right? So we're going to look at the 18th through to the 20th first, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And let's see what's going on here. Well, the first thing I hear is, holy moly. That was a big one. Huh. So I feel like there's going to be this, but I'm also hearing Epiphany. So for some of you, it's going to be like, wow, that was a big Epiphany, or that was a really like, and I feel like also too, like I'm cracked open, like I'm hearing better. I'm like my, I like you were going to become aware of, I was getting hard to get the words out, becoming aware of the little space in your mind of how you've been operating, and you're going to be opening up and really, really receiving a lot more and understanding a lot more and moving out of your own way. And I'm hearing your own paradigm. We hear about a new paradigm or a paradigm shift, but this is about your own paradigm, your own patterns for living, and how you function in the world. And you're just going to be opening up quite a bit more and realizing that it's not that you didn't have a clue. You had rule sets that just were not useful any longer, no longer needed. All right. I hear forgive me. I feel like there's been some, I see some self-judgment. I feel like you've been extremely hard on yourself. I mean, if somebody could punch you in the stomach, that would be how you're feeling. But this is not somebody else punching you in the stomach. This is you punching yourself in the stomach because you took a hard blow to your, I want to say with love, your ego. We all have one. And, I don't believe in shooting the messenger myself because, our ego also helps us kind of step out in ways we wouldn't normally, because we just stay and like keep it down, but the ego kind of helps us pop out of our shell. But I feel that, I really feel that whatever this is, you are really upset with yourself, and with love, you screwed up, all right? So, yeah, well, I'm just going to send you a lot of love and a lot of healing on this. No wonder I got this too, because right before I sat down, I do an ETS, which is an energetic transmission session, and I put it up, the link up on this video. It'll be up for 3 days from the 18th through the 20th, and they told me it was on forgiveness. All right, and I thought, oh, okay, well, so that's what it'll be on, is forgiveness, and I'll have the link up for you. After the 3 days, it's in my ETS store, which is all on my website. So these are activations that I do. They're not meditations, but they'll actually just move and shift your energy so that all of a sudden you're more congruent with something that's healthier and more whole for you, according to your level of evolution and what you are ready for. And that doesn't mean that you have to be ready when you're listening to this. You're not going to make yourself think a certain way or like, okay, now I forgive myself. Your energy will just not be in a place where it's as sticky and it's so easy to attach to the places of lack of forgiveness. All right. And we want to say too, my guides are saying, we want to say too, that it's not just self-forgiveness, but also forgiveness that you may want from someone else. All right. But for this right now, the 18th through to the 20th, I'm seeing this really around you taking a hard blow, like you just really messed up. They're just saying, don't beat yourself up, at least not for too long. Give yourself 5-10 minutes and then, move away from it, because it really is destructive. Right now, we're in such a high vibrational time of manifesting so quickly. And those of you that have done your work, you especially will be able to manifest quickly, positives and negatives. So, learn the lesson, observe the lesson, feel it, but you don't have to live it and be it. And it's very difficult to get your energy back up once you spend a lot of time down in that dwelling process, okay? So we want to be wise about it, but, with love, as you would a friend, you would help a friend to kind of learn to let go and love themselves again. Same thing, be a friend to yourself. I also see for some of you, especially around the 20th, it's like, okay, I'm ready to go do it. I'm ready to go do it. There's a pregnant pause you've had where you have not been ready to go have a talk or take charge of a situation. And I see you like, I'm doing it today. Today's the day I'm going to take care of it. And I see you going and just really like, doing what you need to do. Enough waiting around, enough pensiveness, enough being on pins and needles sort of thing, or pretending that it's not bothering you when it's bothering you, or that it's not something that you need to take care of. But now it's the coming to Jesus time on the 20th, all right? All right, we're going to look at the 21st and the 22nd. I hear don't second guess yourself. I also see that you're trying to find the right key. What's the right fit here? This is so funny the way they're showing me this too. It's like I'm seeing these keys and you're trying to put it in the keyhole, and every time you go to the keyhole, the key just turns to like mush and isn't even a key anymore. It's not. In other words, what you're using to try to open this new door, it's not going to open the way it has in the past. Very often we do a rinse and repeat where we redo things with the same way all the time. And so I just see you trying to find this key that fits, and all of them are just turning to mush because it's not, all right, with love, they're saying it's not your time. That's why. So that's why the key isn't fitting, because it's not, okay, they're saying you're not a good fit for whatever this is that you are wanting to step into. I do feel that it's something that wants you. In other words, what you want to step into wants to be a part of you, but it's not going to be the highest value for you. Very often too, it's like sometimes if we don't know what to do, we go back to what we know. And this is that kind of a situation where they don't want you going back to what you know, because there's something different coming in. And that's why you're not going to be able to move forward the way that you thought you would or could, or the way you've always managed it in the past. It's not going to work, because that's not the best scenario for you. There's something better, newer, different. And I feel very good about that. I feel very like a higher energy with that. So meaning that you're on a different vibration. And we do forget that very often, where we don't recognize our own growth and know that, that we get into these loops and patterns of like, well, Mondays I do this, Tuesdays I do that. Well, I always go over there, and then I go over here, and I can always go back over there because they know me over there. They're saying, nope, none of that's going to work anymore. Everything is going to be very different because your energy is different, and they're putting you on a new platform is what I hear as well too. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let me see if there's anything else for that 21st and 22nd. I see you connecting a circle of friends. Either I feel like it's a group of friends. I feel like, you people need to get to know these people and get together. So I see you putting two groups together, or even two friends together. But it feels like more of a group. Like maybe there's a couple friends and you want to hook this friend up with them. So I see you putting things together. All right, the 23rd and the 24th. I hear don't fear me on the 23rd. I feel as though there's going to be, and I'm going to say this with love, a presence. So for those of you that are familiar with this type of work or are opening to this type of work, I just feel like there's going to be this presence that's going to step into your vibration, and you're going to... They're just saying, don't fear me. Don't fear the unknown. Allow yourself to just, the way spirit works, they're very gentle. They do not do things in a harsh way. And I want to say with love, unless we're not listening, and they need to get our attention, then they kind of wake us up a little more. But this doesn't have to do with that. They still are not about shattering your energy. They work too hard to help get our vibrations up that they would spend any time trying to break your energy up or shatter your vibration in any way. But I do feel this presence is going to come into your awareness, and you're going to really feel and connect with this new energy that's coming in. It feels very powerful, very strong. I feel like it's a new teacher, feels very good. And they're saying don't confuse yourself either. So in other words, you know how they say, my friend used to say this all the time, go with the first thought and don't let common sense talk you out of it. In other words, trust your hunch, trust that first impression, and just stay with it. But also, I feel a lot of grace and a lot of healing with this, and that this presence will stay with you and just be there gently to support you and supporting you. All right? Feels really good. Well, okay, we're going to the mundane now. There, I'm hearing this is 23rd, 24th, but I'm hearing bills, 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 bills. Like you're just going, oh, all these bills, all these bills. I feel like it's a lot of little bills. And it's really funny how little things can bother us more than one big thing. But I just feel a little not chaotic, but it just feels like your mindset is like, oh my, all these bills, all these bills. But it's, as I said, it's okay. And they're saying consolidate. In other words, they want you to not so much to consolidate these bills, but they are telling you to get yourself in a space where, you are, rather than feeling scattered, get a little more organized. Like I do these on the 1st to the 15th, and I do these from the 15th to the 30th, that kind of a thing. A little bit more order for you. All right, they're showing me something really interesting. What is that? For those of you that you're going to be, your psychic eye is going to be opening up quite a bit more. And I want to say it's not so much a singular eye, even though the third eye is considered that. But this is, your intuition is opening up differently. You're going to start to see things, and you're going to see them differently each time. Now, they don't do that to mix us up. They do that so that we will learn to be open to see everything, rather than if you only think you can see one thing, or you get to see one thing, you only look for that one thing again when maybe they want to show you something else in a different way or in a different light. The information can come in so many different ways. All right. All right, we're going to look at the 18th through to the 24th, that whole week. So funny. They go, don't confuse me with you. So I feel like somebody is going to project. All right, they'll be projecting. They'll be talking to you as if, like, let's just say a scenario. Somebody that's always got a problem, okay, constantly. It doesn't matter the problem, they just always have new problems. They're going to start talking to you like you have the problem or problems, and all the advice that unsolicited advice they're going to be giving to you, but they're really talking about themselves. So I feel like very neatly they're saying, you want to say, please don't confuse me with you. I'm separate. My whole energy and my experience is different, even though we might seem the same. The situation might look the same, but my characteristics, my tools are very different, and not as if they're to be pious or as if you're so evolved, but they're talking about themselves. They're not talking about you, and you don't need that. All right. With love. It's almost as if somebody's going to upchuck their stuff on you, and it's like, no, thank you very much. As they're talking to you, they're actually talking to themselves. So you're just the mirror they're talking to. All right, that's another way to put it. All right, let's see what else. I do hear something about war games in Afghanistan. I feel I feel a little bit of out of all right. I'm hearing the word focus, and I feel as though there's some confusion around it, but it's going to be coming into focus a little bit more. In other words, into the forefront for us to see a little more or understand that there's been some war games going on that we did not even know about. All right. So this is some epiphany moment. All right. I'm also hearing something about the Cold War. I'm not a historian, so I don't know. My husband's a history buff. But however that would relate to how the Cold War was managed or not managed, or what was came about through the Cold War, would, and I'm hearing coincidence, there will be very much in line that way. Interesting. All right, they're saying memories are coming to the surface. So a lot of you are having some past memories come to the surface. You know, you're revisiting yourself, older, wiser now, revisiting your younger self in these memories. I also, some of you are actually having some past life memories coming up to the forefront for you. To the fold is what they said, to the fold. Yeah. It's almost like just snippets and on that level, on the past life. It's just little, like if you were seeing little snapshots. Yes. All right. And for some of you too, they're saying it's time to let go and quit. I want to say that. Yeah. And quit. Oh, I'm trying to use a different word other than enabling. All right. But I'm going to use the word enabling. You think you're being helpful. You're meaning to be helpful. But it's time to walk away and let whoever or whatever this is resolve itself. All right. That was more, in other words, too, I do feel that whatever support you were giving, actually with love, you did do a good job with that. And it did heal the situation. It healed it so much that you just no longer need to be there any longer. It's time to move on. Yeah, that's a little different than enable, isn't it? All right. You know, words are so strong and so powerful. That's why we stop and kind of rethink and how we're going to, the emotion, the energies that they want to bring forward for us to understand. All right, let me see if there's anything else. I feel like there'll be some reason for celebration. Anniversary party, something like that. I just see celebration. Oh, let's see, what's St. Patrick's Day is the 17th, day before, but this is the 18th through the 24th. But yeah, I just feel like celebrations throughout that whole week for whatever reason. I am hearing some birthdays around there as well. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Namaste, and thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Like I said, I'll have the link in the in underneath the video for the activation on forgiveness. All right, and it'll be up till from the 18th through to the 20th. All right, namaste.